Even though 9 All-Americans are returning to 184 pounds, this weight is Aaron Brooks to lose. Yes, I'm a Penn Stater and I'll be rooting for him, but by the end of this video, I'm going to tell you somebody else I'd be just as happy to see win. But first, I want to tell you 3 reasons why Aaron Brooks is not going to lose, plus 1 reason he actually might. The first reason he's not going to lose is because he already has wins over 6 of the 8 returning All-Americans at 184. This includes Johnny Lowe of Cornell, Hunter Bolin of Virginia Tech, Caleb Romero of Ohio State, John Poznansky of Rutgers, Parker Keckeisen of UNI, and Trent Hidlay of NC State. The only placers he hasn't beat are Marcus Coleman of Iowa State and Travis Whitlake of Oklahoma State. And of course, he gets a pass on Whitlake because he's reportedly bumping up from 165 to 184 this year, so of course they haven't wrestled yet. But wait, there's more than just wins. As a matter of fact, AB's bonus rate is the second reason why I don't see him being touched this year. So out of those guys I just mentioned, Aaron Brooks has already majored 3 of them. Majored. Guys in the top 10 we're talking about in the entire country. He even bonused his way to the semifinals of Nationals last year until he faced off against Trent Hidlay to a decision win. Holy cow, that's some next level wrestling. He keeps jumping levels every single year. He keeps improving, which is reason number 3 I don't think he's going to lose. Just look at his bonus rate and how it's improved over the years. He went from a 44% bonus percentage in his freshman season to a 50% in 2021 and a 63% in 2022. If this continues, he could have a 75% bonus point percentage this season. To put that in perspective, that's on par with the elite guys like Bo Nickel and Jason Nolf, who are bonus point machines. Granted, you may be saying, well, Brooks was undefeated in 2021, but he had a loss last season, so I don't think that's much of an improvement. Okay, but you're forgetting that that loss was to a 7th-year wrestler and an Olympic medalist, Michigan's Miles Amin. That's no slouch loss, and even though he lost at Big Tens, he ended up avenging that loss at the national championships. The important thing is that Brooks took a lump and he learned from it, and you hear from wrestlers time and time again that a lot of times they make the biggest jumps in their careers are when they can learn from a loss. But is it possible that Aaron Brooks actually takes another loss this season? I've given you the reasons that he's not going to lose, but here's one reason that he might. Now, to get to that reason, we have to analyze some of his closest, tightest matches. Excluding his matches to Miles Amin because he has now moved on, Aaron Brooks has had only 2 matches last season that were within 2 points. The first one was to Parker Keckeisen, who, let's get this straight, is a legit threat at the weight. Yes, their match was a tight match on paper. However, upon further analysis of the match, you can really tell that Brooks controlled the pace, he controlled the ties, and he felt, frankly, really comfortable on all of Keckeisen's offense. So I don't think that Aaron's going to lose to him this year, but I will say that Keckeisen does have the stamina to go up against him. And the second match within 2 points was to Trent Hidlay of NC State. It's the semifinals match that I mentioned earlier. Now, Brooks was up in this match until Hidlay scored a takedown in the 3rd period to send it to sudden victory. The reason that this is such an important and key factor is that Trent, when he wrestled him in the national finals the year before, did not get a takedown on him. I know it was close on the edge of the mat, but it wasn't scored a takedown. So I think Trent has the technical skills to beat Aaron Brooks, as well as the urge to get revenge. Remember also that last season, Trent was sick at the national championships and still held his ground against Brooks. So imagine what he's going to look like back to strength. Oh yeah, and on top of that, his brother Hayden is really able to focus full time on training his brother now that he's a coach in NC State's room. And as a PA native myself, I would be happy to see Trent get that win. But the funny thing is, even if Brooks loses this season, he can still become a 4-time champ based on the eligibility rules. But at this pace, I really do see Aaron Brooks becoming the first 5-time D1 national champion. And in case you haven't seen my other weight-by-weight previews, you can check out this full playlist with videos from 125 all the way up to heavyweight, with interesting topics and tidbits at every single weight. Click here to watch now.